Good morning or good afternoon. Bear Essentials with Bear Buyers, and it's time for what's happening in Division 2. Now, this is a late edition because had a long run this morning and a backhaul, so had a lot to do today and finally getting home. Now, here in the allotted loot in DC, it looks like DZ West is going to be SMGs, very popular there. Hardwired in the south and in the east, Petrov's Defense. West End, Mask, Federal Emergency Bunker, Fenris Group, Foggy Bottom Rifles, Potomac Event Center, Murakami, Roosevelt Island, Hunter's Fury. Skill attachments. Now that might be a good thing to do to round those off, throw up the high difficulty, and go to Lincoln Memorial and run skill attachments. West Potomac Park, Negotiator's Dilemma. Tidal Basin, pistols. Constitutional Hall, assault rifles. DCD, Badger Tough. Downtown West, Tip of the Spear. Bank headquarters, Wyvern gear around the White House, Grupa Sombra. Over in downtown East, Aces and Eights. Grand Washington Hotel, ongoing directives. Our legendary this week and a stronghold are both the same thing, and it is District Union Arena, and there is a rigger to be found there today. Federal Triangle, we're going to, a lot of loot is marksmanship rifles, 511 tactical gear at Jefferson Trade, Viewpoint Museum, True Patriot. Now I'm going to be grinding that. I'm going to be trying to find my all red True Patriot builds to top that off and give you guys a different perspective on True Patriot, more offensive. Maybe even find some skill and build a skilled True Patriot. Wouldn't that be funny? East Mall, Hannah U Corp, American History Museum is Providence Fence, very popular, and it is still invaded, so good action there. Air and Space Museum, knee pads. Seska Veropa at the Capitol Building. Southwest is shotguns. Jefferson Plaza, light machine guns. Space Administration, Alp Summit. Judicial Square is Bellstone Armory. In the outlying area, Gear System mods. Now, I really wish the Gear System mods were on down there in Lincoln Memorial. That'd be really awesome. And it looks like this is going to be the daily. Body armor at Coney Island Amusement Park. Coney Island Ballpark is Foundry Bulwark. Camp White Oak Gilligard at the Pentagon, Sokolov Concern, and DARPA is Overlord's Armament. On to New York. Holsters at Civic Center, Empress International, which is a beautiful set with all the skill builds. Definitely worth grinding the tombs today for that. Battle gear at Two Bridges, Araldi at Stranded Tanker, Richter Kaiser in Financial District, gloves at Wall Street, Future Initiative at Liberty Island, Eclipse Protocol over in Battery Park, and Douglas and Harding round out the allotted loot with Pathway Park. Now let's see what our projects today are. And it is Manning Zoo that is our seasonal project. It is Capitol Building, which is our daily project with a lot of True Sons activities. This week is definitely both the Coney Island Ballpark and Amusement Park within the National Zoo. Now the National Zoo is today's, so good day to knock that one out for sure. Remember to get your 30 levels on your summit. and your legendary is District Union. And if you haven't donated your shade request, now's the time to get all those exotics. And again, like a broken record, if you have 4 accounts, that would be 12 exotics you could get this week. Daily project is extract from any dark zone, which of course you guys going for the Lady Death and Backfire and some of that stuff will be out there in DZ West today. Discover DZ drops from any dark zone 5 times. And for the week is extract from each dark zone at least 1 and neutralize 10 agents. On to the season. Let's go to the overview of the seasons. So again, the milestones that we go over each day is level 55 is where you're going to get your exotic shotgun. Level 90 is where you're going to get the exotic holster cold waveform. When you're trying to, if you didn't, or you new player, or you just haven't done the manhunts in the past, season 3, you have to get at least 48 level, and you want to complete these. There's no more chances after this. This is the end of season 4, which is the end of year 2, and you might never ever get the chance to get this equipment again, because it'll be a totally different era. Tidal Basin, which is Hornet. Once you pass 53, you can go get him if you didn't get him the first time. And the first season was Jupiter. And she is over in Roosevelt Island. So there's 2 very long, difficult missions. Manning Zoo isn't the easiest on Invaded or with all the stuff going on. And the surprise at the end, or real close to the end, makes it quite challenging. All 3 of these can take some effort, so have your A game on when you're going to do those. The other, along the way, you got exotics here at 95, and of course you got the patch for completing this at 100. So those are all kind of the highlights throughout the season, and I hope you guys are grinding through that pretty good. And I believe on a good day you should be able to, a decent player playing 3 to 4 hours should be able to get through 10 levels playing smart. Now again, if you're trying to go for a weapon like the Eagle Bear, you may spend that same amount of time with very little to show for it on experience wise. This week we have 2 events still active for the next 3 days and 10 hours. We still have OUTGUARD, the apparel event. So every 4 levels you will gain an OUTGUARD apparel event cache. You want to open these as soon as possible. And you want to collect all 24. Some really nice stuff this week, or this event. The KESTREL League is speed runs of Grand Washington Hotel, Viewpoint Museum, Jefferson Trade Center, and the challenging speed run of District Union Arena. You want to be able to disrupt Black Tusk and confuse any enemy, and those are 500 of those. Now again, this is a 2-week event. After 3 days, the next 3 days and 10 hours, this is going to reset and you're going to do it again. So if we did the same thing that we have right now and never gained another point this week, we already have 47 points. Well, add another 47 points next week, would be up 94 points, and it maxes out prize-wise at 60. So all you need to do is get 60. But if you can complete it in 1 week and that's a challenge for you, that's awesome. Go for it. Again, it's about what makes you happy and makes the game enjoyable for you. So the Manhunt, I don't think we covered this yesterday. Remember, we can reset the Viper. You can do it on any level you want to. I do recommend when it comes to the final boss, you do at least once on challenging, because that is an Xbox achievement, unless you already got it. So you can finish up Viper, you finish up Kestrel. Remember, Tuesday, a week from Tuesday, we're going to get Magnus into the bunch. I was thinking that was coming up quicker. See what is... Oh, it's the global event next week starts. The 1 week global event. So we'll be able to get some of those shade caches with our stars, which is right up here. And of course it's not active unless there's a global event going on. But that's something to look forward to just here in a few days. And remember to stack up your stuff for calibration. Kind of showed off another set here. As you can see, let's step back out in the light. This is the all pine build, sporting the Alp Summit backpack, which I think is really modern, neat looking. I really like this green build. Now, when you pull certain things on, and because the green matched the green Slayer, the Hunter mask, I went ahead and threw that mask on. I really think this really is a beautiful set here. So, but I do like this backpack. That's the Alp Summit transmog. So, daily projects, weekly projects. We went over the seasons. We went over the Manhunt. We are running this nice build. This is our support build, and this video is I was working on it last night. Actually fell asleep with the controller because I had to wake up early in the morning, and instead of finishing, I just went to bed. So I'm going to finish editing that after I get this video canned and sent off. So this build should be out in the next few hours. This is a support build that goes along with all those skill builds that's going on, because with the 3 Empress International, the damage off the Wyvern gear, which is the claws out, which you can get at DZ East right now, vendor, and then optimize it or recalibrate it. And we went with combined arms here. Now you could go with perfect shock and all, but kind of like using my capacitor to shoot. So this kind of falls in together. Yeah, you only get 25. You do get 25% here, but it's only for 3 seconds at a time. So you got to be constantly shooting. Now, if it's something where you're more in cover, to prompt the overwatch and help your team, and you're staying in the cover, maybe perfect shock and all is more the way to go here. And of course the BDSU gloves, so you can do the BDSU trick and make everybody go into overcharge for that 15 seconds and just nail them with their abilities. And we're using on this build, the way it's constructed right now, we're using the sniper drone because we're going to be in cover most of the time. We're not going to peek our head out or even take the chance that it'll make us out of cover. So we're going to stay in cover and basically stay out of hiding. We're going to use our gun while we're behind the wall. For anybody that's flanked or come behind us or spawned behind us. We're not going to raise up and shoot forward. That will kind of blow our overcharge for the rest of the team. We will use this Stinger Hive as a area of denial. When we hear it go off, we know if we threw this right and we're looking left, that we can hear that stinger hive going off. And as soon as we do, our instinct should tell us to turn around and face the hive because we got an enemy there. And because he's getting bled and because he's getting stung, he's not going to be very active. He's going to be being in pain, so we can deal with him quite quickly with this capacitor in this build. So that's what's happening in Division today. There's raids out there. There's all kinds of things. Definitely the SMGs are out in DZ West. Hope to see you out there. I will be grinding out there with a few of our clanmates and friends from the Discord that want to farm for Lady Death. So this is Bear Essentials. I'm Bear Byers. I hope you have a blessed day, and I'll see you out in the grind.